Up until now, nobody's believed any woman that's made a claim. They've usually been fobbed off and silenced by both the adoption industry and the courts themselves. But we believe up until recently, mothers didn't know they had legal rights. When you question a mother about her legal rights, all she's aware of that she wasn't allowed to sign before day 5, and for those few mothers who were told there was a 30-day revocation period, that's as far as they knew.
Just to get it quite clear what it is you're alleging and why you want a Royal Commission, you claim there has been systematic corruption, systematic breaking of the law by doctors, social workers, hospital administrators and government officials. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. What I want to make very clear is this wasn't isolated cases of adoption abuse and neglect. We're speaking of the systematic contravening of the child welfare regulations in relation to the treatment of unwed mothers, in the provisions that were legally available to them. We're talking about the contravening of the social workers' own manuals of adoption practice and their own training manuals, and we're speaking of the contravening of the protection clauses and offences clauses in relation to the Adoption of Children Act of 1965 in their entirety, and possibly for a period of over 40 years.
Christine, you've taken up the cause for these women. Is this, I mean, how have they enlisted you? Is it, do you believe, another stolen generation, a stolen white generation this time?
Well, the women I've spoken with did not give their informed consent. They signed under duress, they were not informed of their rights, and as outlined by Diane, it's very, very clear that what happened to a vast number of women could be classified as illegal, absolutely illegal practice.
Do you see parallels to the case of the stolen generation, which we've all heard so much about in the last few months?
Yes, I've referred to the book prepared by the Human Rights and Equal Opportunity Commission, Bringing Our Children Home, and the definitions of duress in that book could be equally applied to the women, the white women who have had their children adopted.
Elspeth, you worked at Crown Street,
yes,
which was the hospital in New South Wales where half of the adoptions in this state
That's
occurred.
Right. That's right.